Hi, so today I'm going to take you through a pressing reset. So something you can do each part, make it part of your morning routine. Should only take about 10 minutes. Great way to start the day, really get that body mobile, and hopefully just get everything all in line. So we're going to kick it off with some three-dimensional breathing. Going to set my timer so I can keep track. Okay, so with the breathing, let's just recap that. So I'm just going to place my hands over my rib cage just to feel, as I inhale, that expansion out into the side of the rib cage, and exhaling, feeling those ribs knitting towards one another. Inhaling in and exhaling out. So I'm going to continue with this breathing pattern for around 2 minutes. Just a really good way to start the day, we'll re-oxygenate the blood, getting rid of all the stale air out of the lower lobes of the lungs. I'm focusing on my posture. I'm lengthening out through the crown of the head. I'm reaching out through my back, lifting a slight little pelvic tilt. So I create this length through the spine. You don't have to keep your hands on your rib cage. It's just a good bit of a tactile movement. Get a bit of proprioception. If you had that log, this would be a good time to be standing on that. Got about 30 seconds remaining. I like to inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth, and create a bit of a forceful exhalation. Try to relax through the head, neck, or the neck and the shoulders. And I'm going to continue with that breathing pattern, and I'm just going to include my head nods now. So I'm just going to take my head back and down, chin to chest, and take my gaze up and lower my chin to my chest. And I always follow with my gaze. So it's the eyes that really start moving first. Still continuing with my breathing. So I'm going to do about a minute, like in one way. So up and down, flexion and extension of the neck. And then I'll take it to a shaking of the head, no. So again, follow with my gaze. I look over my shoulder and I try to go for like my full range of motion, obviously without creating any stress or pain. And nearly there with this one. I could even reach my arms in extension and then just twist as well through those arms and continue with my head nods from side to side, looking at my open palm to the ceiling. I like this one too because it really integrates that fascia down all your neck and down into your arms. Good. 5 seconds remaining. And there. So from there, we're going to go into our rolling. So coming down onto the ground and just again, starting with your range of motion. So we're going to try to relax the top half and we're going to start with the bottom. So we're going to start by bending the right knee in and then just reaching with my knee to come and roll onto my side and then lifting my leg and pulling back through my hip. and then extend that leg and just pop to the other side. Lift the knee, reach with the knee to take that lumbar twist, and then bring it back over. So maybe bringing the arms overhead allows you to, when you can get a little deeper and flop all the way over, kick my knee and reach back through my leg to come back onto my back. So having those arms overhead allows that space. Reach and rolling back over. So I'm really trying not to use my upper body. I'm really trying to reach through my leg to find that twist of the upper body. And you do definitely get better at this. It's good to have a point of reference kind of on the floor so that you can reach your foot towards it. So I kick out, I reach with my toe, and it will just naturally bring my body over. Going back's a little trickier. So I bend. You don't want to bring the leg up too high. Just reach it down across the corner of the mat, and then it'll take you back to your back. That's probably a minute, I'd say. We'll go to the upper body. So with the upper body, same sort of thing, but reaching now with a hand to allow the body to flop over. I'll pull back into like a bow and arrow, so bending my elbow, and then that will bring my upper body back. Reach across like you're being pulled, dragged over, pull back with the elbow, and then come back onto your back. And this is really good spinal mobility. Don't overthink it. Just let the body kind of naturally roll itself into position. So about a minute on the lower half, a minute on the top half. From there, we're going to come up and we're going to go into 4-point milling. So hands and knees. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips, and have the toes flexed. From here, just hinging at the hip and shifting forward over those wrists. You want to keep the gaze on the horizon, so lifting up through the chest. Think sort of silverback gorilla here as you shift forward and back. So we're doing like about a minute like this with the feet flexed. And then we're going to do a minute with the toes in a flat position. So just flatten the feet and feel that out. You can also, I quite like to also include a lateral rock as well. So side to side, I really feel that feels really nice through the shoulders. So just shift my weight. And then from there, we're going to take the toes into a flex position again. And then we're going to start playing around with coming into a knee hover. So just lifting those knees into that little lift, 2 inches off the floor, and lowering back down. Push and lift. So note that the body comes up as one, pushing into equally the hands and the feet to lift those knees into that knee hover, and then lowering down. And then from there, we're going to go into a crawl pattern. So opposite hand to knee as you crawl forward and then crawling back. And if you've got the space, you can go the length of the room and just continue with the crawl for like 2 minutes. Trying to keep my hips as level as I can. This is really good spinal movement. We lose this pattern as we age. It's something that how we develop our spine. And unfortunately, we tend to lose this as we age because we just don't get down onto our hands and knees and crawl the way we used to. So a really good fundamental movement pattern that everybody should integrate into their daily movements to keep that spine healthy, and really does build that strength in the core as well. So forward and back. And I'm nearly there. All right, so that was 10 minutes.